Okay, let's open the community post and see if there's a request that I feel drawn to. Oh, Ella21M, you also requesting this. Sorry, but you got that reading yesterday, yeah? I hope you're happy with it. All right, let's see. All right. Look, I want to respond to Moonlight 2613, and I don't know if I should pull cards about this or not because there's something about what she understands about soul and connection that is not what I think is aligned with what I believe with what soul is. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna focus on this first paragraph here. Yeah, I'm gonna read this for you. I just added your YouTube account. I really enjoy your reading. Thank you so much. Thank you for your effort. Thank you so much for watching it. Yeah. Also, I was watching videos about Jimin's future wife. You mentioned that she might be 8 years older than him. Yeah, I didn't mention that, but I did not stop that. I mentioned she might be 8 years older than him or 8 years younger than him. Yeah, the age gap is quite huge, and that she might be a Muslim. No, I did not say that she probably a Muslim. I did not remember that I said that she might be a Muslim. It's just one of the probability. Maybe I said it, yeah, but the point of what I'm saying here is not necessarily about religion. Yeah, what I'm saying here is actually about the exotic, yeah, something exotic, yeah. Something exotic, yeah. I got someone asking, Jungkook got a lot of tattoo in his body. Do you mean that Jungkook is exotic? No, yeah. Just because he got a tattoo, then he is exotic. Oh my god. No, Jungkook is not exotic to Jimin. If someone from Native American see Jungkook, yes, then Jungkook is an exotic person. Yeah. If you're a Caucasian and you see Jungkook, yes, Jungkook is exotic. If you're a African and you see Jungkook, yes, Jungkook is exotic. But Jimin is coming from the same race, same background, and even same homeland with Jungkook. So why is he exotic? Look, yeah, exotic generally means strikingly unusual or foreign, often in a fascinating or attractive way. It can refer to something that is different from what is familiar or expected, particularly if it originates from a distant or unfamiliar place. So, Jimin and Jungkook are both coming from the same homeland. It means Jungkook is not exotic for Jimin. Just because he has tattoo doesn't mean that it makes him exotic. Yeah, tattoo does not make people exotic. Yeah, yes, exotic people have tattoos, but tattoos does not make people exotic. Why I'm saying that she probably from Muslim background is because Jimin often use like cross, right, cross earring, cross necklace. Yeah, it signifies that he is probably a Christian, and we know that Muslim is coming from the same background as Christian, so maybe it's not Muslim, yeah, because Muslim and Christian are coming from the same background and similar. Yeah, so the thing is that it's a very foreign culture between them. But if his future spouse might be coming from like Mid East, maybe, yeah. If because he's from Korean. So it's gonna be from something that is different than Korean. Yeah, that's why I call it exotic, but because it's foreign to him. Yeah, not foreign to us. Yeah. So if we are non-Korean people seeing Jungkook exotic, means Jimin's gonna marry Jungkook? No, because it's exotic for Jimin, not exotic for us. It's same thing as if we see them looking like lovers touching each other, hugging, doesn't mean that they really feel it. Yeah, uh, it's us who feel it, not them. Yeah, their feeling is their own. Yeah, okay. That's why Muslim is a possibility, but not only Muslim. Yeah, something like maybe Hindu. Hindu also a thing. Yeah, that is exotic for him. Yeah, Hindu is also count. Yeah, so I stop at this idea because I believe that souls don't look for similarities as much as they look for differences that completes them. Here is where we are disagree, Moonlight. Yeah, in spirituality, it's not like this. Yeah, it doesn't work like this. Our body is not only consists for material being. Yeah, material is flesh, skin, bones, blood, genetics. That is material. Yeah, but spirit, soul, it is something that is energy. Yeah, it's energy. You cannot see it, but you can feel it. Yeah, soul is energy. Yeah, if you look at law of attraction theory, it does not say that you will attract what's different than you. It's saying you're going to attract anything that's on the same frequency as you. And that is what souls look for. Something that is on the same frequency. Yeah. So the difference that complete each other is actually the illusion that this world presents to us. It creates an illusion that you and I are different. Well, actually, when we die and we return to the source, we are actually the same. Maybe you see my skin is brown, your skin is white, my hair is short, your hair is long, and that's the difference between us. Soul did not see that. That is so earthly material perspective that we look for something different than us to complete us. Soul does not seek something to complete itself because it's already complete. Yeah, it don't need anything to make it complete. It seems like we're looking for something that completes us because we only look at what we don't have. And that is an illusion. Yeah? That's why when you are having a spiritual awakening, you will see that everything that the world offers is just an illusion. If you still seek for something that different than you to complete you, I'm sorry to say, you haven't experienced a spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is that you wake up, you see that everything is a spirit that you already complete by yourself. You don't need anyone else to complete you. Yes, I need firefighter to put down fire when my house is burned. Yes, I need labor worker to build a house. Yes, but to live on my own, I don't need other to complete me. I don't need other people to make me happy if they cannot provide it. If I think one thing is funny and nobody else think it's funny, it's still worth it. Yeah, because I know I don't need other people to approve that this is funny. Yeah, so if I love it by myself, I'm not gonna be embarrassed and thinking that there's something wrong with me. This is spiritual awakening. realizing that everything is just illusion in this 3D world. Yeah, our skin, our religion, our DNA, our generation, it's all just illusion. Even death, life, it's all just illusion. But oh boy, I know death is still scary. Some things are still scary. Even until now, I'm still scared with some a little box that is dangerous, right? It's still, but we realize that it is just an illusion. So, darling, what you said here, this is not what soul is looking for. This is what our body, our 3D world, illusion is making you believe that you're not complete and you need others to complete you. So, what is soul looking for? Soul is looking for something with the same frequency. Why? Because it's energy. Yeah. So, what Jimin looked for is not someone that is different than him to make him complete. So, you are black, I am white, we complete each other. Not like that. Yeah. It's something like this. Yeah. In the twin flame theory, there's a theory that twin flames are often coming from a different background, right? An example, one is coming from Native American, the other is coming from Europe. This is a very different culture, right? But they unite anyway. They love each other anyway. They recognize each other anyway. What does this mean? It's because the soul recognize each other by the frequency. Have you ever looked at someone and you're feeling that I don't feel like a good energy from this person, but I feel good energy from that person. It makes me happy. That is your soul recognize a frequency. Yeah. So when your soul recognize a frequency, it doesn't have to be your twin flame. Just because you recognize a certain person's frequency doesn't mean that they are your twin flame. First, I want you to remember that. And back to the topic. Let's say that this Europe man meet a Native American beautiful woman. She's very different. She's very foreign than him, but he fell in love with her anyway, and they are very similar in everywhere except how they look like. This is soul recognition. Why is this soul recognition? So even if she was born as his twin, he still recognized her the same way. So it doesn't matter what the body look like. Soul can still recognize the similar frequency with them. And that's how they fell in love. So it's not about the difference. It's not about, I want to look for my twin flame and therefore I need to look for someone who's very different than me. It's not about that. If you're a twin flame, you're looking for someone, another soul with the same frequency as you. It doesn't matter how they look like. Even if they look like a King Kong, but they are your twin flame, you're gonna recognize them anyway. I know you. Yeah? Why is this happening? This is happening not because our soul looking for something different to complete us. No. But this is to show you that whatever we look like, whatever this material world gives or look like, it's an illusion. Yeah? Back to this Europe man and this Native American woman. They met and they fell in love because they are twin flame. They recognize each other. And even though they speak a different language, they can speak like, and then the other like, whoo. And then the other, yes. And then they're fighting. Just using body language. They don't understand each other's language, but they're just using body language. But they get it. Why? Because they are from the same frequency. That is why. Yeah? That is how telepathy works. Ah, I see. I see. So it's finally solved. Yeah. So that is how telepathy work. Yeah. You just get it because this soul is an exactly identical frequency with yours. Yeah. And what else did I miss? I think I want to say something about that. Yeah. Okay. So it's not about that I look for a different body to complete me. I'm white, he's black, so we complete each other. No, but this is to show the world that even though I was born in this Native American body, she is exactly me in another body, in another life. Yeah. You know me as Ping, but if my twin flame is a Native American, when you meet my twin flame, you're gonna say, oh, you're similar with Ping. Yeah. And then my twin flame is gonna say, yeah, because we are the same soul. We're same frequency. Yeah, we're just in a different body. So it's just to show you, it's just to open our eyes that no matter our skin color, no matter how much money we got, no matter where we are coming from, we are one. The 3D separation is just illusion. That is the point. Not about to, again, I need to emphasize this to you. Yeah, I know this is annoying, but please understand, I need to emphasize this to you. Yeah, not about looking for different to complete each other. Yeah, because maybe you inspired by the symbol of yin yang, but that is actually not what yin yang actually mean. I mean, look at this yin yang. Yeah, look at this yin yang. Yeah, there's this is a dark area, but actually it is white. Yeah, and this is a white area, but it is actually black. What is this about? This is to show you that it's all just illusion. We all actually one, despite of how opposite we are. Yeah, it's not separated. This is one. It's not two become one. This is one. Yeah, this is one. You think this is two become one? Wrong. This is one. This is one. This is what union feels like. This is what masculine and feminine energy in us should be. Dancing like this in one union. Yeah. Who says someone just have 100% masculine, 100% feminine? No. Yeah. If you only have masculine in your body, you are a robot. But if you only have a feminine side in your body, you cannot do anything because you have no drive. Yeah. They find it difficult to read him because he is a mysterious person, despite the vast amount of information they allow to spread about him. Jimin, with his free spirit and curiosity about the world, is like those who find beauty in everything unexpected. Could it be that vast differences are what makes all find their way to each other? No, it's not the vast differences. Yeah, it's their frequency. Yeah, if they are in the same frequency, they're going to find each other. Yeah, so this is a frequency. An example, maybe Jimin is excel in material, but he is not very excel in spiritual. Maybe his twin flame is the opposite of that. So they need to balance. Until they met, then boom. Yeah. This is what is it? What makes soul find their way to each other is because they finally at the same frequency. Similarities, not differences. Yeah. It's not about angel find a demon. No, not about that. Yeah. Could a man like Jimin, who always attracted to unfamiliar, choose a soul 8 years older than him, and again because different ignites few meaning of love in him? I think you're referring to the tower moment that is popularly mentioned in twin flame theory, right? They often say that if this is your twin flame, your life is gonna change, right? Right? So if this is your twin flame, they're gonna open your eyes to the new perspective, right? What ignites a new meaning of love? And I'm going to speak in my own experience. Of course, because I'm not Jimin, so I cannot speak on behalf of him. So I'm not telling you a theory. Yeah. When my twin flame come into my life, it changed me and give a new meaning of love simply because she just make me remember what it was. Yeah. Remember who I am. And that is how I finally figure out what is actually love. Basically, twin flame, they basically just help you to remember who you are without they trying to. That is the point. Yeah. When you read to him, what energy will you feel first? Is it the energy of a calm soul that resembles him and grants him a familiar place? Or is it a different powerful energy like both soul that shatters his expectation and shapes him anew? I have a sister, which is my angel. Yeah. She's the one who take the information and give it to me. Yeah. I ask and she's go to seek the answer and give it to me. And she tell that through tarot and then I read it. Yeah. Sometimes there is a kind of energy comes along with it. An example, when I read about Jungi, sometimes it feels like I can feel that this person is enemy to himself. I can feel that. And also in Namjoon, I can feel that this person is very reflective and very open to other people. It's opened my eyes that apparently not all people who's receptive are feminine. When I read about Jimin, I feel like he's a funny guy. I mean, I'm not gonna say that he is a serious guy, a mellow guy. I'm not gonna say that. But I know he's often crying, often being serious, and often like upset. But when I read about him, mostly he's a very fun guy. Very light, very fun, very, very funny, and very, very chill. Yeah, that's what I feel when I tap into Jimin's energy. Yeah. And when I tap into Jungkook energy, I feel like this guy is like a bit unbothered. Yeah, unbothered, but also like need a spank to move on. Yeah, need a spank to move. If my parents say it's like a pig, yeah, so you need to spank it so it can move. Like that. When I tap into Jungkook energy, that's how I feel. But when I tap into Jimin energy, it's very, very funny, very, very light. This guy is very chill. And I think it's kind of sassy too sometimes. Yeah. Will he find his greatest love in similarity or contradiction? Is the relationship that awaits him a destiny written from the beginning or a path his heart will freely choose? Look, this is the video that you would want to look for. Their life partners, is it destiny or free will? Yeah. You may want to look into this video and watch it. Yeah. There you're gonna find the answer. Okay, which card will jump out of deck if we ask about love? Will we see a message about the timing of the encounter or qualities of that soul will accompany him until the end? Yeah, we can. We can. But timing is a mystery. Yeah? Sometimes we create our own timing depending on our action right now. Yeah. I mean, if the timing is depend on whether you are reach Himalaya or not, yeah. But if you stay at home and never get out to climb the mountain, the timing is gonna be unpredictable. Yeah, but if you take action, it's gonna make the spirit can predict easier when is it. Can the tarot reveal whether that soul is distant from him now or is it silently watching him from another corner of the world? Yeah, the last reading that I did about Jimin and his future spouse is that they had met on a 5D world, yeah, on a 5D level, they already met. So I don't. I think distance is doesn't matter. Yeah. How about we try it? Is Jimin's future spouse is distant from him now, or silently watching him from another corner of the world? Six of Swords. This has always come up when I ask about where is she. Yeah. Knight of Cups. Devil. Yeah, a devil here. She's still dealing with her karmic lessons, so I don't think it's quite near. Yeah. I don't even think that she's ready. Yeah. Because it's still present. She's still in battle. Yes. She's still in war. If they meet now, this is gonna create a huge conflict between them. Let me tell you something. Yeah. When we see the shipper video, it seems like Jimin and Jungkook are very similar. Yeah, it's very easy for shipper to make argument of how similar Jimin and Jungkook is, and therefore they think that Jimin and Jungkook are twin flame. However, Jimin and Jungkook being together right now is actually the proof that they are not twin flame. Why? Because Jimin is still dealing with karmic energy. Yeah. Jimin, what happened if twin flame still dealing with their karmic energy, but them together? It's gonna create explosion. It's gonna create a huge divide. They're gonna hate each other. They're gonna destroy each other because this, yeah. Because whatever your twin flame has, it's gonna amplify. So if the energy is karmic, that karmic lesson is gonna amplify. But we see that Jimin and Jungkook are fine together, right? They're best friends. This means they are not twin flame. If you really understand spirituality, you're gonna get it. But if you really understand spirituality from manhwa, movie, K-drama, yeah, and you're not aware that they're making that just to show something that you feel attracted to, not to teach you about spirituality, yeah, of course you're gonna believe that they are twin flames because that's so romantic. That's what the romantic logic, yeah. But if you're talking about real spirituality, you're gonna know that they are not twin flame because they are together right now, yeah. So that's why this energy is still show up in her energy field. Means I think she's quite far away from him. Yeah. Uh, and this distance is needed because this is also talking about what do you call that? Purging. Yeah. Especially with this Knight of Cups. Purging. When you purging, when a soul is purging, it's kind of affecting the other soul. And that's why when a soul is purging, universe gonna set them into a hermit mode. Yeah, they're gonna be left alone, so they don't injure the other people. They don't spread this toxic everywhere. Yeah, so they can ground it to themselves. Yeah. Now let's look at the overall cards. Six of Swords, Knight of Cups, Devil. I think she's far away from Jimin right now. And I don't, but there's a Six of Cups, Knight, or a Six of Swords, and Knight of Cups. A lot of loving energy. Yeah. So I think they are supporting each other on a 5D level. Yeah. They are supporting each other, even though it's very distant. Now, this is also tells you about illusion of the world. Yeah, though they are very distant, but they are also very close. Why? Because distance is just illusion. Yeah, if two souls are really connected, especially twin flames, no matter how far, they're gonna find each other. It's not going to reduce their connectedness. Yeah. Yeah. This, but this Six of Swords is saying she is on the way, or he is on the way, or they are on the way to meet. Yeah. So, okay. Okay, suddenly I want to cry because this is so beautiful, actually. Look, this knight is give love to this demon. So it's like, even though the situation is tough, but the love is what keeps them sane. Yeah. And that's what I can express about how beautiful this energy feels. Maybe it's not maybe it's not the case, but that is how beautiful it feels. Yeah. Imagine that she is angry. Imagine that she is angry. She is explode. Yeah, and she's rampage, raging. But Jimin energy is still touch her with this gentle love. Yeah. I'm just expressing how beautiful this energy is. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not give up on you. I want you. Yeah. I'm not give up on you. And it's like, you're not in this alone. Yeah. I'm with you. So beautiful. So beautiful. I wish it was my story. Yeah. All right. So I hope we understand about a spiritual perspective and why it's not the differences and why it's not the differences that united them together, but it's the soul frequency. The differences is only to show you guys that this is only illusion. You may think that other people who got maybe as an Asian, I often see Caucasian people as a beautiful people, and I envy them. Yeah, no, it's just an illusion. You already beautiful just the way you are, because you are not your body. You are your soul. Yeah, and your soul probably nothing like what your body is. Like me, I'm a masculine soul, but resides in a estrogen body. Yeah, well, it's illusion. Yeah, many people saying you will never be a man. No, I'm already a man. I'm just living in a estrogen body because my soul needed. Yeah, my soul needed because this body helped me to see another perspective. Yeah, which is emotional perspective, loving perspective. Yeah, that is why sometimes your soul resides in a body that doesn't fit you. To open your mind. Yeah, to open your mind. All right. Okay, I'm gonna stop the reading here. Thank you so much for the beautiful question, Moonlight. I hope I did not offend you. I apologize if I did, but I hope our talk today, my video today, can give you a little perspective about what spirituality is. Yeah, and also if you have another argument about this, please feel free to comment in the comment section. Comment section is down there. Yeah, but I'm not tolerating those who's intentionally trying to put fear in other people with their theory. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again on my next video. Bye bye.